This is the first drill. It's kind of like a hip approximation or like a sideline leg hike. I'm gonna put like maybe a book or a block, whatever you can find. Just bring one foot a little bit off the wall. I'm gonna be on my side. So something like this. You're gonna match the top leg that's not on the block with the bottom leg to start. You're not gonna extend the knee or bend the knee to change position of this top leg. You're gonna keep this leg completely still, and you're just gonna reach the top leg towards the wall and then pull it off. Almost like you're kind of pulling it out of the mud. If you get it really good, you'll feel some lateral hip like we've talked about here. And then on the pull, you might get some adductor, some like groin, if you really pull up and kind of get the zipper to turn into that side. We're just gonna repeat that motion. On the reach, my body's getting long. On the pull, my body's getting short. Again, we'll do both sides, especially for you. The right, it kind of cleared up that straight leg raise, which I really liked. We'll do both sides, maybe 8 to 10 reps, nice and slow. Try to really, any knee rolls, so you'll come on your back. You're gonna put the foam roller kind of in between the middle of your thighs in this 90 position. I'm on my back. From here, probably the most difficult part of the exercise is I'm gonna kind of push my feet into the wall a little bit and drag down without actually dragging down. So they're gonna stay in place. I'm gonna kind of tuck my hips under so I'm not real extended coming up. I'm gonna get my ribs down, tuck my hips under. That might give you a little bit of abs, and then you're gonna lift your hips from there. Keeping that position, you feel a little bit of abs now, you feel a little bit of hamstrings. Not 10 out of 10, but just a little bit. Like if you palpated them or touched them, you should feel a little bit of a squeeze going. Keep that position. You're gonna very lightly pull one knee down, keep the other knee up, and turn the pelvis side to side. Not a big range of motion. You don't want to see this full shift out side to side. Just that one knee going behind the other. Imagine the zipper on your pants is turning into the side. That's pulling down. Your feet should be able to stay in place. That'll be indicative that we're not kind of forcing the range of motion. I do. Then we threw in a little bit of like a calf release. So again, we'll use the roller. You're gonna very awkwardly scoot your butt towards the wall and get your feet up on the wall. So something like this. You're gonna keep your knees just slightly soft and point your toes down towards your chest. Keeping that, I'm gonna lift my hips up off the ground. Again, you should be a little bit rounded doing this. And then I'm gonna pull my hips down towards the ground. I should feel my calves get a nice stretch. Just like that. Again, let's be a little bit cognizant of not like flailing our ribs up. So we're kind of staying stacked or even slightly kind of rounded in the low back and this nice controlled range of motion. And then unfortunately I kind of threw this in at the last second. If you want to experiment with this, you totally can. We shouldn't have any issues doing it. I think we'll get a lot of benefit from it. It's just the wall sit. I would put something in between your legs just to keep you like hip width. So opposed to like doing a squat, kind of like a wall sit like this. Just bring your legs into about hip stance. So almost like your legs are on railroad tracks. You've got these nice straight lines. Feet are a little bit out away from the wall. You're just gonna soften your knees a little bit. Biggest thing I want you to focus on is getting the ribs on top of the pelvis. So I'm not flared or I'm not real crunchy. I'm just nice and stacked ribs on the pelvis. I should be able to breathe in this position. I should feel a little bit of quads, and then I should be able to breathe and exhale to feel some abs. I like adding in a reach if you want, but I'm heavy in my heels. That'll help bring you back to that early stage of gait where the calves can relax a little bit. So I'm here, I'm just gonna breathe, nice easy inhales. Long, slow exhales, try to feel some abs. And then rinse and repeat. Again, just a little bit of knee bend. Your kind of the bony aspect of your pelvis should be able to stay on the wall so we're not moving a lot at the back. A little bit of knee bend, heavy in your heels, quads are working a little bit, and we're just breathing.